At the Munyonyo Martyrs Shrine, it's hard to miss the commanding presence of the bronze sculpture of Saint Andrew Kaggwa, one of Uganda's Catholic martyrs, who was killed here under the orders of Kabaka Mwanga in 1886. This towering monument stands in front of the Munyonyo Minor Basilica. It is among the sacred items blessed by Pope Francis during his 2015 visit to Uganda. The man behind the work is Professor George Cheune, a respected lecturer at the Margaret Trowell School of Industrial and Fine Art at Makerere University.
And this specific one is a story about Andrew Kaggwa, who was martyred here. And we are fortunate to know the location of exactly where he was martyred. Following that narrative of how he was killed, his hand was chopped off, he was tied on a tree, and the dogs, came and feasted on him. So I followed that story and created this composition.
Unlike many traditional sculptures, this piece was crafted to evoke real emotion. It captures the pain and sacrifice of Saint Andrew Kaggwa, who was executed on the 26th of May, 1886.
I had to do something that could radiate an emotional impact. The pain, the suffering, the endurance all rolled up together into an artwork where when you were confronted by this artwork, you would feel that.
The sculpture, cast in bronze, stands 6 feet tall and weighs around 500 kilograms. It rests atop a 4-foot pedestal, symbolizing the martyr's unwavering faith and ultimate sacrifice. But how long did it take him to get done with this masterpiece?
About 3 months, because of those stages that I have mentioned to you. And every stage is so important that you must not violate any point along the journey. Because if you did that, then you have to go back from the beginning and you lose 3 months.
This undoubtedly came with some challenges.
I worked day and night. And also the equipment, the tools were not readily available. I had to do a lot of improvising. But I'm happy and I'm glad that we managed to pull it off with a lot of improvising, but also to assure you that there is capacity to do bronze in Uganda, even with the rudimentary equipment that we have.
The highlight of the project came on the 28th of November 2015 when Pope Francis himself visited the shrine, blessed the monument and unveiled it to the world.
Oh, I felt very, very, very proud, I was very happy. It was such a delight. He unveiled it, actually, to the extent that he even shook my hands, So I could not imagine myself getting that close to the Pope.
But that wasn't the end of Professor Cheune's journey. Shortly after the papal visit, he was commissioned to create yet another piece, a monument that captures the martyr's iconic walk of faith.
In the whole story about Uganda martyrs really starts in Munyonyo, because this is where the rebels of King Mwanga were sentenced to death. Those who refused to denounce, Christianity were taken to Namugongo for martyrdom. So the chief executioner, Mukajanga, in this work is leading the way, and behind him are 2 convicts who are on their way to being martyred. And behind those 2 convicts is yet another assistant of Mukajanga. So they are walking to their death, really.
It goes without saying that such pieces of artwork not only help preserve history, but also offer a tangible connection to the past and serve as a powerful means of artistic expression of emotions. Benjamin Jumbe, NTV.